the second week of so next one from Anonymous. I'm on the second week of Qenda and I definitely feel better cognitively. However, on the physical use, although it's great to have multiple bowel movements per day, it looks like my food is just being pushed out undigested. Constipation wasn't the main reason I wanted to take this. I've been exhibiting signs of parasitic infection for just over a year or so and haven't been absorbing nutrients effectively during that time. My stomach is still very bloated and gassy, so I'm curious as to whether this sounds like I'm benefiting from the product or not. I know it's been a short time. I've been looking to see if I'm passing any impurities, and what I'm mainly seeing is food that is partially formed. Right, yeah. So second week of Qenda, and you're seeing food coming out undigested, and obviously you wasn't constipated before, so it's a bit of an issue. Um, First thing, Anonymous. First thing is when you're eating food, you want to make sure you chew it enough so when it does come out in the toilet, it's not. You want to make sure you chew your food so it's chewed enough so you can't see what it is when it's in the toilet. I understand little bits of broccoli and stuff like that can get through undigested, but first and foremost, digestion starts in the mouth. So we need to chew our food, one, to break it down enough so it can get further broken down by the stomach and the intestines. But if there's lumps of food, it just hasn't been chewed enough in the mouth. Also, the benefit of chewing in the mouth, it actually makes the pancreas secrete enzymes into the stomach to help break down the food. So the chewing action actually helps release enzymes to help break down the food. And then, the actual physical side of chewing helps that as well. So there's that element to it. And then also spacing out your time when you're having the Qenda Ultimate Fibre from when you're eating. So, like I just said on the last question, if you're having the Qenda Ultimate Fibre, you want to wait. If you're having like fast transit and stuff like that, you can wait like half an hour for the Qenda to leave your stomach and then have your food. So the food that you're eating afterwards, can digest like normal. But yes, there is like you said, you've had signs of parasites for a year or so now, and you want to cleanse out them parasites. And what your body does is it prioritizes what the biggest best thing to do is with the resources that it's got. So with you having the Qenda Ultimate Fibre now, and you know you've got a parasite infection, or intuitively you know you've got a parasite infection, the Qenda is going to be killing off them parasites, and it's going to be flushing them out. And the reason why your body can prioritize flushing out parasites rather than digesting food, well, I don't really think that's the case. Like I said, if you chew your food, space out the Qenda and chew your food a bit more, I think it'll help with the digestive process. But if you think about it, when your body's flushing out toxins, it's prioritizing flushing out them parasites rather than digesting the food. So and I think you said you're only on your second week now, so you've only just started the 2 scoops twice a day, and that's when the magic really happens. So by you having the 2 scoops in the morning, 2 scoops in the evening, the Qenda is going to be in your system for the full 24 hours. And the more you get rid of the parasites, the better you'll feel. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the more parasites you get rid of, the better you'll feel, and it just goes in a straight line like that. That's not the case. Healing normally, it's like, oh, I feel better, I feel worse, I feel better, I feel worse, I feel better, I feel worse. So you feel better for 3 days and you feel worse for 3 days, and you feel better for 3 days and you feel worse for 3 days. That is for people with severe autoimmune conditions, so you may find it goes a lot easier than that. However, I just thought I'd mention that with the detox symptoms. And then you also said you're getting like gas and bloating, and that is a sign of detox. Obviously, it is a sign of parasites when you're eating food, and that's what can be confusing, because if you're getting bloating and gas from parasites when you're eating the food, it's going down there, it's fermenting with these parasites, it's giving off a gas. Like the food's going down, it's fermenting with the parasites, and then it gives that gas basically, which gives you gas and wind. However, when you're killing these parasites off, when you're having the Qenda Ultimate Fibre, when the parasites die, you actually get gas as a byproduct. So when you're cleansing out parasites, and if you seem even extra gassy than what you was before, just know that that will pass. Do the colonic massage. Just search colonic massage on this group, and basically just follow your whole intestines round, dig your knuckles in, and help move that trapped wind along. Because obviously, the intestines can be a bit inflamed when they're healing. It sounds like there's already inflamed from the parasites, and then when you add some gas in there, trapped wind can be very painful. So that's why I mentioned colonic massage to get the wind moving along in case you're in pain with that. But yeah, so yeah, so that's yeah, and you asking whether you're benefiting from the product or not. So yeah, keep an eye on your stools. Now you're on to the second week. You're on the 2 scoops twice a day. That's when you're very likely to see physical parasites coming out. There's 27 parasites that you can see with the naked eye. Common parasites are liver fluke, roundworm, and tapeworm. They're very common ones that we see coming out of people. And just know that there's like 100 and was 200 on record, and 170 of these parasites you can't see with the naked eye. So yeah, at least you can be cleansing out parasites without actually seeing them. That's my point of that. But the main ones are liver fluke, tapeworm, and ascaris. And if you want to do some detective work and get some pictures of that separate from the stool, by all means, and you put it on the group. But I don't think you're at the stage of seeing parasites yet. And yeah, like I said, space out when you're having the Qenda. You could be having the Qenda too close to the food, and then the Qenda's mixing with the food and coming out with it. If you're not doing that, just when you're on the 2 scoops twice a day and these parasites are expelled, it will normalize. And just know that the gas and the bloating is a symptom of detoxification. But the more you get rid of the parasites, the less you will have that. So yeah, great question, and it's great to hear that you're already feeling the benefits cognitively. That shows that you can trust that your body's prioritizing flushing out the parasites and getting you better, and at some like in certain stages obviously prioritizing doing that rather than absorbing the food, which is obviously important because that's what your body needs to do to get better. Now you're giving it the right tools to fix itself.